I live life like I'm dying. Why I live my life like I'm dying. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. Well, I talk about just about every topic. I don't give advice, I don't give suggestions. I just share with you my viewpoint on different issues, different topics, and how I see life in general. So these are all from my own perspective that's right for me. And so, why do I live my life like I'm dying? And when did that all begin? Well, I think when you're younger, you think life is going to last forever. And as you all know, I'm 63 years old. And not that that's archaic, but it's getting up there in years. Even though I'm fit and I'm healthy and I've always taken wonderful care of my body, I don't take anything for granted. You know, I've lost several friends and a lot of relatives over the years, some due to old age, some due to different diseases. And I've seen people that were robust and physically active wither down to almost nothing or to nothing. And so I realize how frail people can be. This is not to put fear into people or anything like that because, well, I don't do that. I live my life fully and positively, and I want to live my life at its best. And living around in fear usually does not serve us well. And yet I want to be realistic. I do realize at 63, I'm probably not going to live another 63 years. And I don't take any day for granted going forward. I cherish each and every day. That doesn't mean I run out and buy a new car or I spend all the, any money that I shouldn't or anything like that. I'm very frugal. I've done videos on being frugal. I love being frugal. It's fun for me. And yet I get what I need. I get what I want, that I truly want, not frivolously want, but truly want, if I can afford it. And so this is the thing. I've had so many people that I have lost, and family members and friends. There was a woman that I used to call my aunt. She really wasn't my real aunt. She lived in Texas. And she was one of my role models growing up because she had this do-tell Texan voice, and I just loved it. And I remember, she worked so hard in her life. She worked very hard. She was a businesswoman. And she took care of her husband who had a bunch of strokes in his 50s. And I remember her calling me and saying, guess what? I've just paid my house off. I've got the deed in my hand and I'm so excited. And yet about a year later, she was gone. I had randomly just picked up the phone and called her around the first of the year. And she said she was just walking out of the hospital. She had had some kind of x-ray and she found out she had a tumor just a few minutes before. She found it out. Within a month, she was gone. And I know other stories like that too. I talk a lot about other people. I usually don't give names or identify the people unless they want me to. But I do talk about stories of people that I've known. And then my mom, when my mom took sick. My mom was such a robust woman. And over the course of several years, her body began to wither away through the diseases that she got. She got Parkinson's and a form of ALS. And it was terrible seeing this strong, vibrant, amazing, powerful woman, in my opinion, just be reduced down to all of her muscles just completely disappearing in a sense. It was terrible. And I've had friends that just, I had one friend who celebrated her 40th anniversary and went to bed that night and she didn't wake up. She was my age. And then I had another friend well, it really wasn't a friend. It wasn't somebody that I knew currently, but it's somebody I knew from the past that had gotten sick one day, and 2 days later she was gone around Thanksgiving. And I've known a lot of people that that's happened to. Of course, I've known people that made it to 100 and lived a very full life and all of that. But even those people that I know that are older, living a very full life, their quality of life is probably not quite exactly the same as it was when they were 20, 30, 40, or 50. And so even if I live a long, healthy life, I realize that life can provide challenges as well. So for me, I live life like I'm dying, and that means in a positive way. I don't run around scared saying, oh, I'm going to die. I don't do that. I'm just saying I live a very, very full life in the present moment. I love to lay in bed a little longer in the morning. I love to have my first cup of coffee. I love to take my time. I don't like to be rushed. The things that really matter to me are not so much about, buying things, monetary or anything like that. It's about enjoying the people that I love and enjoying my own company as well. And so I'm enjoying my life. I want to enjoy my life every day of my life, if at all possible. I'm going to do a video called, well, maybe I'll just kind of incorporate it into this one, where I took sick suddenly about 10 years ago. And long story short, a few months prior to that, I had run into a wooden hanger right into my eye that thrust me to the ground. I still have perfect eyesight for the most part. Sometimes I have to wear glasses reading, but I have essentially 20/25 vision. And the 25 vision, the 25 I think is in the other eye that I didn't get knocked to the ground with. But anyhow, I got up, I made it through that day. I've done stories about this on my other channel. Called Brain Aneurysm, and that's on my Dianna Brianne Fairchild channel. This is my new channel called Grandma's Porch with Dianna Brianne Fairchild. So I do hope you subscribe to both and connect to both. So essentially what happened was over the next few months I began to develop a lot of significant symptoms. But we didn't put it together with the hanger, the wooden hanger that I was kind of walking quickly through a room with, and it was at eye level and I ran into. But I developed horrendous symptoms to the point that I really thought I was going to die. I mean, I was bumping into walls, and I was scared to drive. My leg would vibrate, my heart would thump, my throat would feel like it was closing up. I know that sounds like an anxiety attack, but long story short, it wasn't. And anxiety attacks are real for the person experiencing them. So that's a whole different topic, and I'm not experienced in talking about something like that. But for me, fast forward, I ended up in the hospital because of a dream. My mother had come to me, who had already passed, and told me that I had a lesion on the left side of the brain. She came to me in a dream. I drove to the emergency room and I told the doctor that, and he said, is your mother a doctor? And I said, no, she's passed on to the other side. But he took me seriously, put me in the CAT scan, and discovered I had a lesion. He called it a lesion on the left side of your brain, exactly what your mother said. Essentially, they explained it to me that it had been a broken blood vessel, and it was amazing that I was as okay as I was. Even though I had all these symptoms, I was still walking around, still functioning. And so if you haven't watched that video called Brain Aneurysm, please go back and watch it, because it goes into a lot of the details of how scared I was at the time. And so it took me about a total of a year to totally get back to what I call normal. And of course today, 10 years later, I run, I do everything, but I don't take anything for granted, nothing for granted in life. Did that brain bleed come from that hanger? I have no idea. There's no way to know. Were my symptoms totally related to that brain bleed? I don't know. But something had happened. And even though I'm well today, I don't take my health for granted. And so I realize that there's no guarantees in life. My father went to, my daddy, he went to the Dollar Tree with his wife, came home, was happy, sat down in the recliner, and that was it. he had a stroke. And so I think in life sometimes we don't know. We think we know, but we don't know. Life can be unpredictable. I don't believe in living in fear. Okay, that's one thing I don't believe in living in. But I do believe in living fully and enjoying my life today, enjoying the people around me, loving on the people around me, letting them know how much I love them. I enjoy my own company. I enjoy who I am. I enjoy being me. I enjoy taking my time. I enjoy the little things that I love to do. I'm enjoying my life today. Well, I hope you like, share, subscribe to both of my channels, and I hope to talk to you soon again. May God bless you, and I hope to talk to you then. So from Grandma's porch to wherever you're at, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Grandma's porch, a place to relax.